Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban's split shocked everyone. After nearly 2 decades together, no one expected it to end like this.
We're coming up to 20 years of marriage, actually. Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
But now, whispers are growing that Keith may have had more than heartbreak on his mind. Some believe he walked away with one eye on the money. Why? Well, reports suggest Keith could collect more than $17 million after the breakup, and it all comes down to their prenup. Before they tied the knot in 2006, Keith agreed to a deal that promised him $900,000 for every year of marriage. But there was one big condition. He'd only qualify if he managed to stay sober.
4 months into a marriage, I'm in rehab for 3 months. We had no idea what was going to happen to us.
Now, during their 19-year marriage, the couple built up a huge fortune together, with a property portfolio worth around $282 million. But according to sources, Nicole isn't exactly thrilled about how this prenup is playing out. One insider explained that Nicole feels the clause, which was originally meant to protect Keith during his struggles with addiction, has ended up securing his finances instead. The source put it bluntly, she supported him through those dark times, and now she feels like she's the one paying for it. That, they say, has left her deeply hurt.
I thought, I can do all the work for him. I can make him better. I can take it away. I can help. I can help. I can help.
Another insider shared that while Nicole is happy Keith stayed sober all these years, she resents that the money is coming out of her pocket. According to the source, for Nicole, it feels like rubbing salt into the wound of the breakup. And honestly, can you blame her? After almost 2 decades of patience and loyalty, seeing a payout like this would sting even more.
Nick pushed through every negative voice, I'm sure even some of her own, and she chose love, and here we are.
And while Nicole hasn't made any public comments on the situation herself, reports claim she's struggling with the idea that she somehow owes Keith financially after everything they've been through. One source even said the thought of it has left her incandescent with rage. But what makes this whole situation even tougher is the timing. Just last year, Nicole lost her mother, Janelle, in September 2024. The loss hit her especially hard.
I'm still grieving my mom.
Nicole actually received the devastating news only hours before she was set to step on stage at the Venice Film Festival to accept the award for Best Actress for her role in Baby Girl. One of the biggest moments of her career was overshadowed by the deepest kind of personal loss.
I arrived in Venice and she was gone, and I got the call, and so I said to Helena, can you go on stage for me and accept the award for me? And she did.
She immediately flew back to Sydney to be with her family, releasing a heartbreaking statement, "My heart is broken." Later, Nicole opened up about her mother's last message to her, and it was a heartfelt reminder to put herself first.
My grandmother left me with "be happy," and my mom said, "take care of yourself."
Friends have echoed that concern. One insider told Woman's Day that Nicole has been coping with grief by throwing herself into work, often spending more nights on a plane than in her own bed. Nicole herself admitted to Variety that taking a break is tough. She loves creating opportunities, making movies, and keeping busy. That drive is what makes her admired, but it also leaves her vulnerable.
Some of the best advice I've given is, go easy on yourself, Nicole, go easy.
And now, on top of the grief she's been carrying, Nicole is facing another painful chapter, divorce after nearly 20 years of marriage. It's one heartbreak stacked on another, and fans everywhere are left wondering how she's holding up through it all.
No matter what your accomplishments are, it's incredibly lonely if you're not surrounded by some form of love.
TMZ first broke the news, reporting that the two have been living apart since the beginning of the summer. While Nicole has been taking care of their 2 daughters, Sunday and Faith, sources say Keith has moved out of their Nashville home and into his own place in the city.
So even with what I've got now, I've been able to juggle things to accommodate my family.
And here's the tough part. It seems like the separation was one-sided. Nicole reportedly wanted to save the marriage, while Keith was the one who decided to step away, saying he was unhappy and felt the intimacy wasn't there anymore. As one insider told the Daily Mail, they're just going through the motions.
Did you find that difficult?
Yeah, I mean, I was deeply sad at the time.
Now, if you're wondering what might have pushed them apart, there are clues. Nicole spent a big chunk of time in England recently, filming the Practical Magic sequel. She even rented Boy George's mansion at a jaw-dropping $87,000 a month, and Keith wasn't there with her. A source told Women's Day that they did try to talk every day while apart, but the distance, especially after Nicole's mother passed last year, really put a strain on things. Still, what makes this split so striking is how different things looked on the surface. Just days ago, Nicole was glowing at a Clé de Peau event in Los Angeles, wearing a gorgeous black Vivienne Westwood gown and smiling for the cameras with her wedding ring still sparkling on her finger. Their last public outing as a couple was back in June, when Nicole and Keith showed up at a FIFA Club World Cup match in Nashville. Nicole looked elegant in a cream dress, Keith in a plaid shirt. Honestly, they looked adorable together. And get this, that was just 5 days before their 19th wedding anniversary. Nicole even posted a sweet photo with Keith to mark the milestone, writing, "Happy anniversary, baby." That was back in June. By August, she was sharing family memories on Instagram, including moments with their daughters Sunday, 17, and Faith, 14.
They're amazing girls, and I'm lucky to have them.
Meeting her and getting married wasn't life-changing. It was life beginning. It was literally like, okay, life starts. Keith shared about their wedding. Sadly, their newlywed bliss was short-lived. Just a few months after their wedding, Nicole had to stage an intervention for Keith. The singer had previously openly talked about his struggle with drugs and alcohol during the 90s. He had also completed 2 separate stays at rehabs before. Nicole wasn't unaware of his battle with addiction, so as soon as Keith relapsed, she urged him to go in for treatment. Keith went on to spend 3 months at an inpatient facility to treat his alcohol addiction. I was going to lose it all. It was like, if I don't choose this moment to do the right thing and do something that's going to give me life, all of the things I'm scared of losing, I'm going to lose anyway, the singer confessed. The singer went on to share that he had caused an implosion in his marriage and that it was a miracle that it survived. And when it comes to overcoming his addiction, he attributed the success in his sobriety to Nicole. She was by his side, supporting him through it all. For the first time in his life, he felt like he could shake off the shackles of his addiction. The singer also shared that he and Nicole could not have met each other at a better time. He needed her help to finally conquer his addiction, and she said right from the beginning that she wanted to be brave with him. Keith felt like there was something else at work, bringing them together, watching over them, and giving them both the strength to get through it all. When it comes to sharing their struggles and what they had to go through at the beginning of their marriage, Nicole didn't want to hide any of it. She knew the press was going to get hold of the news anyway, so she'd rather have it all out in the open and share the story herself.
Let's do it. And Keith Urban, when my cheek is against yours, everything melts away. And that is love.
I think we were 2 lonely people. I would probably say that 2 very lonely people managed to meet at a time when they could open themselves to each other. We were a mixture of frightened and brave, the actress confessed. Kidman admitted that it was a deeply painful place that prompted Urban into recovery, but since I've learned an enormous amount having a relationship with someone who is in recovery, I'm more than willing to walk it with him. The 2 of us are very committed to our relationship. The couple welcomed their first child into the world in 2008, a girl they named Sunday Rose Kidman Urban. It was their first child together, although Nicole previously adopted 2 children, Isabella Jane Cruz and Connor Cruz, with ex-husband Tom. And then, 3 years later, Nicole and Keith revealed they welcomed their second daughter, Faith Margaret Kidman Urban, saying, "Our family is truly blessed, and just so thankful to have been given the gift of baby Faith Margaret." Now that Nicole and Keith have gone their separate ways, we hope they both find peace and happiness on their own paths.